Many hymns are conceived in the throes of tragedy. Precious Lord was written in Chicago in 1932, following the death of Thomas Dorsey's wife Nettie and infant son during childbirth. Dorsey provides an account of the circumstances surrounding the composition of this famous song. Back in 1932, I was 32 years old and a fairly new husband. My wife Nettie and I were living in a little apartment on Chicago's south side. One hot August afternoon, I had to go to St. Louis, where I was to be the featured soloist at a large revival meeting. I didn't want to go. Nettie was in the last month of pregnancy with her first child, but a lot of people were expecting me in St. Louis. In the steaming St. Louis heat, the crowd called on me to sing again and again. When I finally sat down, a messenger boy ran up with a Western Union telegram. I ripped open the envelope. Pasted on the yellow sheet were the words, "Your wife just died." When I got back, I learned that Nettie had given birth to a boy. I swung between grief and joy. Yet that night the baby died. I buried Nettie and our little boy together in the same casket. Then I fell apart. For days I closeted myself. I felt that God had done me an injustice. I didn't want to serve Him anymore or write gospel songs. I just wanted to go back to the jazz world I once knew so well. But still I was lost in grief. Everyone was kind to me, especially a friend, Professor Fry, who seemed to know what I needed. On the following Saturday evening, he took me up to Malonesboro College, a neighborhood music school. It was quiet. The late evening sun crept through the curtained windows. I sat down at the piano and my hands began to browse over the keys. Dorsey remembered an old pentatonic that is a 5-note melody from his Sunday school days, Maitland, paired with the text, "Must Jesus bear the cross alone?" Arranging this tune and adding his own words, Precious Lord became the most famous of his many gospel songs. He gave the song to Fry, who introduced it to the choir at Atlanta's Ebenezer Baptist Church the next Sunday, an event that, Dorsey later remarked, tore up the church. Martin Luther King Sr. was the pastor of Ebenezer at this time, beginning his ministry there in 1931. The three stanzas capture the grief not only of Dorsey, but also of any who have suffered significant loss. The opening line of stanza 1, "Precious Lord, take my hand," indicates a suffering soul that is reaching out. Precious Lord has been recorded by many famous singers including Elvis Presley, Mahalia Jackson, Roy Rogers, and Tennessee Ernie Ford. Martin Luther King Jr. drew inspiration from this, his favorite song. It was sung at the rally in Memphis the night before the civil rights leader's assassination. President Lyndon B. Johnson requested that Precious Lord be sung at his funeral. Precious Lord, take my hand, lead me on, let me stand. I am tired, I am weak, I am low. Through the storm, through the night, lead me on to the light. Take my hand, precious Lord, lead me on. Precious Lord, lead me home. Precious Lord, take my hand